Enzo News, welcome.
Hi, we're your hosts, Lee, Ben, and Alex.
Yep.
Let's just get started.
Sure. What's going on in culture?
Culture? What's interesting about that is that I feel like I'm just super not tapped in anymore. I feel like I used to be, and I thought I definitely would be, especially moving to New York. But I'm just I don't know what's happening anymore. I feel like it's partly, I don't want to talk about the weather. I feel like people blame everything on the weather, so let's just move on.
Great. That Lil Yachty album came out and everybody cared about it for 4 days. So
Yeah, what is that? I feel like now more than ever, people are agreeing upon what is the correct answer, what is the cool thing to like. We're all on this now at an increasing rate.
I think nobody really loves anything, and they all look for the herd mentality of what they think is supposed to be cool, and they just think that thing's cool.
People could be also genuinely enthusiastic and
It depends on, what's an example?
Do you remember when Dev Hynes had that orchestral concert thing LA last year?
Yeah.
And it was just so pervasive, and everybody was like, this is what we're on right now. This is the moment.
Because it was the cool thing to do. I'm sure there was also fans of it there.
I was there. I did buy a ticket.
Because you're a real fan of Dev Hynes, Blood Orange?
Yeah, no, Dev Hynes is cool. I like Dev Hynes. But what I'm saying is that there's so many moments like that now. I feel like it wasn't like that a couple years ago. Formula One, everybody was like, okay, now it's Formula One.
People definitely did used to care about shit more.
Yeah. Or the movie Pearl. Everybody was like, this is the shit right now.
That did happen, but that's also because Pearl was good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but it's
Pearl
probably,
has legs. Pearl has legs. That was a thing, and it was kind of what we're talking about, but also it's kind of it's good.
Oh yeah, Pearl's probably fine.
I like it a lot. Yeah.
I want to do a news story. Let's do a news story.
It's our fault. We're in a bubble.
Okay.
We're in a bubble.
All right, guys. So, New York Fashion Week has kicked off and will be featuring the work of famed designers such as Heron Preston, Kim Shui, Elena Velez, and many more.
Fashion Week.
Okay, what's the next one?
Fucking kill myself.
This semi-annual series of events demonstrates the creativity and innovation achieved by these select few designers to buyers, the press, and general public.
That's what you sound like.
Is that, did it look?
Creativity and innovation.
Fucking care about fashion.
Alex, I'm trying to be happy. Now we'll look into a potentially undervalued neck of the woods and a reporter's best effort into shedding some much-deserved light. Jonah?
Forget everything you know about Ohio. This place is fucking sick. This ain't no normal Midwest shit. Ohio has become nothing but a joke to this cruel society we live in, and I'm here to say you're right. It's a pretty funny place.
And while it is an objectively funny state, Ohio has an immense amount of heart and soul.
So we're here at Funko City. I'm not feeling great about this, but we're gonna try it out. It looks like some real Ohio shit. I didn't like that at all. I'm gonna go now. Will I be staying here after college? No.
A train exploded in Ohio today, or last week, and it didn't explode. It derailed, and now it's catching fire in East Palestine, Ohio.
East Palestine?
Yes.
In Ohio?
Yeah. Anyway, a train derailed.
Wait. Isn't Jonah in Ohio?
Yeah, Jonah's in Ohio right now. This is actually that new Noah Baumbach movie.
My head. Oh, my head. Oh, fuck. Oh, my head hurts so bad.
In real life, it's like a bunch of toxic chemicals, and the air is being kind of contaminated, and the citizens are being evacuated. The water's fucked. The air's getting worse. And the train's on the verge of exploding, but all of these things are being taken care of by the government. But the first 4 days of this story, which was last week, why nobody heard about it, is because the Ohio government was like, oh, this is fine. We don't need to worry about this. But now it's get the fuck out of your house.
What does this have to do with the Noah Baumbach movie?
There's a Noah Baumbach movie that came out 3 months ago on Netflix. I don't know what it's called. It'll go right there. And Adam Driver's in it, Greta Gerwig's in it. They date, by the way. I think they're married.
I think they're married.
Imagine writing marriage story while you're married to somebody. Anyway, And the premise of the movie is a train piles up in Ohio, and there's this nuclear thing, or not nuclear, this contaminated air thing, and everybody has to evacuate. And in the 80s, in Ohio. And now it's happening in real life, like 90 days later. How do you think he feels?
Cool. All right, guys.
You have to understand that that's kind of a crazy coincidence.
Okay.
No? It's the exact same random,
It's not that crazy.
tragic thing. Nobody died in this, by the
It's
way.
not that
That's
crazy.
important
All right,
to say.
guys. So, all right, now it's time. Yeah.
Now it's time.
Yeah.
So you
Shut the
sound
fuck
like.
up.
That's what you sound
Shut
like.
the fuck up.
That's funny.
Now let's take it over to our Los Angeles correspondent, Jack Balaban, who has a local story out on the West Coast. Jack?
What's up, everybody? My name is Jack Balaban, and today I'm gonna be showing you my favorite street, Larchmont. So, okay, I'm gonna stay try and stay. No, you stay there. I'm trying to stay am I here? One of my favorite One of my favorite things about Larchmont is that it's really quiet. As you can see, we're in a nice little town in Hollywood. There's not a lot of people here. Start talking and then zoom in on the feed, okay? You know what to do. I'm going to Rite Aid. I've been going to this place to get candy specifically, actually, since I was about 5, maybe. Hi, how are you? Just turn the, are you already on 1/8? Yeah, less? Perfect. I like to sit down. It's one of my favorite things. So, this is Jenny's Ice Cream. Jenny's Ice Cream is notorious on Larchmont for all of the artsy kids coming to it. Now, I love me some artsy kids, and I'm not gonna make it one of those artsy kids go down. Alex, these are voiceovers for when I'm saying Larchmont with the mic disconnected, just letting you know. Okay, here we go. Larchmont. Larchmont. Larchmont.
Well, I think both of those segments were just our correspondents talking about their local area. Like, I feel like that's redundant.
Yeah, that wasn't intentional. We got to do something about that.
Yeah, but like, it's just bad production. It's lazy. It's like, who's in charge of making sure
It's us.
that-
It's me, you, and Chet. We're in charge of that.
So next time we need to make sure that we have actual journalists.
We have actual journalists. No, we do have an actual journalist. Did you know Chet made something for Enzo News today?
No.
Entirely self-produced.
Is it like, what is it?
I don't know. It's just like an op-ed. That's all he told me. It says right here, Chet op-ed self-produced.
Okay, cool. I want to see it.
Also, look at what that says. Jesus Christ.
Whoa. That's in your handwriting, though.
No, I didn't write that.
Okay.
Take it away, Chet!
So you know what I've noticed? Humans are inherently clumsy and awkward creatures. I think it's a fallacy to think that most of us are operating on this level of coolness. So let's say that 5 out of 10 people on this planet are perceived as cool. 10 out of 10 of them have definitely bit their tongue while chewing gum, and then they have to live with this injured tongue in their mouth for 3 days. On that note, I've compiled this list of human glitches that I feel like we all silently go through, but then immediately forget about. There was a period about 2 weeks last year where I was having water go down the wrong pipe while someone else was speaking to me. It was one of the most consistently embarrassing durations of my existence. It felt like I was surprised that I managed to survive this long. I found out that there's nothing more off-putting than having someone spew water out of their mouth when you're just trying to make small talk. My entire life, I've struggled with sweating too much. Every sport or activity I participate in seems to open my pores wider than... on my time on this planet, I've never received a compliment about how damp my entire body is, at least to my face, and I've learned to accept that I'll always be received based on my personality, not my moisture level.
No, you won't.
It's impossible to count how many stairs you may have gone up throughout your lifetime, but statistically, you missed a couple of them. There's an even higher chance that if it happened in public, someone watched you do it. But guess what? That didn't define you. I was sitting at a cafe the other day and I thought I recognized my friend Ethan, so I waved at him and I was met with a face that was kind of confused and slightly disgusted. Upon closer inspection, it was not in fact Ethan. It was a complete stranger. The amount of shame I felt in that moment was palpable. But surely enough, if I hadn't remembered to write it down in my notes app, I would have completely forgotten it. This is my cross to bear. I did this for you. Number 5. Everyone, including myself, cares way too much about their hair. People only really notice when it looks good, and that's definitely why you can take pride in having great hair, but there's also a comfort you can take knowing that you can fly completely under the radar with mediocre hair. Like, look at Liban. His hair right now looks awesome. It didn't look like this for 90% of the past year, but we've forgotten about it, he's forgotten about it, so it just doesn't matter. Back to you guys.
Isn't it interesting that everybody we know and everybody we surround ourselves with and us are all like kind of all spawned from that like 2016, 17 like fucking Tyler, Frank Ocean, Brockhampton culture, and like it was all of our favorite things, and it became how we became ourselves. Yeah. And now we're all just kind of like in this weird space.
What is describe the space? What is this?
I don't know. It's like it's not that anymore, and it just feels different and very diluted.
I feel like it's definitely well, part of it's in absence of those specific artists that build that community. But I think everything, including culture, is just a direct reaction to what preceded it. So in 2017, it was all about community. We're all in this together. Positivity, like that thing.
Like you can do it yourself.
Yeah, you can do it yourself. Like we're all in this together, kind of thing. And now everybody's doing ketamine and wearing black.
Not everybody.
Or still in that 2017 era, and still like has like elements of that in 2023.
But there's no like there's no North Star. There's nobody to look to that's like setting that example.
The pendulum swung so drastically in the opposite direction. Also, we are in like this niche bubble of just like these two cities on either coast.
True.
Of like, oh, this is the thing to do and whatever. So like, who knows? There could be like an entire like breadth of culture
like
that I'm
fucking
not.
Kid Leroy.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
But like, also, I think that us and a lot of people like were at that point in their lives where they were like almost adults, but they weren't quite yet. But they had like that self-realization.
Yeah.
So they like were like, oh, I'm finding myself, and this is great, and I'm excited, and now it's just like, oh wait. Also, I feel like a lot of people are kind of embarrassed to have ever been associated with that, or like.
I feel like now.
Right? Why? Is it embarrassing to genuinely enjoy something?
I don't know if people are. I don't know why there's like this lack of like.
Because the response
genuine
to
enthusiasm.
The response to it on your point, like your response
It's
point,
just because it just
is
swung.
like it swung back, and now it's all fucking post meta. Like this is all dumb, and we hate it anyway, and fucking it sucks.
This is such a deep, ironic culture.
Yeah.
It has to swing in like a more authentic direction.
Or I
in a
will
couple
kill
years.
myself.
We're all gonna kill ourselves probably.
Let's wrap it
Okay,
up.
all right. So this got more negative than I thought it was going to be, and in future episodes, hopefully,
We're gonna do better.
it's more positive.
We're going to make it less self-indulgent and happier.
Yeah, because
Because the news is happy.
and we're trying to be happy. Okay, guys.
Thanks for watching Enzo News.
Wrapping up. Bye.
Fucking. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that was sick. All right, cool.